So this year is very good for movie lovers because in this year, Hollywood is going to release a lot of movies. But as we all know, that not all the Hollywood movies are good, and this is because many times, Hollywood people, they also make meaningless movies. But this whole year when you go to watch movies, your money will not be wasted at all. And this is because in today's video, I will tell you about the top 10 Hollywood movies releasing this year. I'm going to tell you that these top 10 movies will be all those movies for which not only fans are excited, but all these movies will also be very good and they will earn a lot of money after being released this year. So if you also want to know that in this, to know which are the top 10 Hollywood movies to be released this year, you all must watch this video till the end, and if you all like the video, then you must like the video and tell me about it in the comments. The rest who have not subscribed to the channel should also subscribe to the channel quickly and click on the bell next to the subscribe button. Also set the icon to all so that you can be the first to see all the latest videos of our channel. So now, without any delay, let us start today's amazing video. Number 10, Captain America Brave New World. So the first movie in this top 10 list is Captain America Brave New World, which is going to be released this year on 14 February 2025, i.e. on 14th of next month. So this movie is the first movie of Marvel Studios this year. And now, because this movie, it is a movie of the Captain America franchise and it is releasing on Valentine's Day. So there are a lot of expectations from this movie. However, Captain America Brave New World was supposed to be released a long time ago, but due to the COVID pandemic, this movie was delayed a lot. And this movie got postponed and came directly in 2025, but now finally this movie will be released on 14th February. If we talk about the story plot of this movie, then the whole story of this movie will revolve around the new Selene, whose emergence has been prevented by Eternal. Stopped with this. Also in this movie, we will see the new Captain America, who is basically Sam Wilson, and he will also fight with Red Hulk in this movie. By the way, people have a lot of expectations from this movie, and along with that, Red Hulk will also be seen in this movie, and the leader is also going to appear, and because of the appearance of Hulks, this movie has got a lot of hype. Number 9, Mickey 17. So after Captain America Brave New World, the next movie will be Mickey 17, which is going to be released on March 7th, but actually, this movie will be released in USA on 7th March, and if we talk about India, then this movie will be released in India on 18th April. This movie is basically a science fiction movie, and the main actors of this movie are Robert Pattinson and Mark Ruffalo, that is, Marvel's Hulk and DC's Batman. Actually, this movie, that is, Mickey 17, is also being discussed a lot because of its director, and that is because the director of this movie is Bong Joon-ho, who had earlier directed the movie Parasite and other movies in the Western future. We have given a very amazing movie like Parasite, the rest of this movie's story talking about the plot. In this movie, many scientists are trying to clone humans, and to do this, Robert Pattinson is chosen as an experiment, after which he is cloned and then he dies. Then they are revived as clones, then they die, and then they are revived in the next clone. And in this way their cloning continues, and basically in the movie, the main reason for the scientist doing this is that he wants to send humans to another world. If you want to settle for number at Snow White, then this movie, i.e. Snow White, is also very much in discussion at this time. And if we talk about its release date, then it will be released on the 21st of March. If seen now, Disney's Snow White is quite prominent. It is likely to be seen more often this month than previous months. Disney itself is set for April 1st with a release date of April. Especially its animated series and animated movies are liked by people a lot, but now finally Disney is bringing Snow White in live action. And if we talk about the cast of Snow White movie, then Snow White is seen in the movie. Playing her is Rachel Zegler, who you've seen before. You must have seen her in movies like Sham 2. And if we talk about the evil queen, she is being played by Gal Gadot, which means she will be the same queen who is jealous of Snow White's beauty. Episode 7 will be released on 4th April this year. If we talk about the cast of this movie, then there will be Aquaman in this movie. That is, actor Jason Momoa, who will play Garrett Garrison. And along with him, there will be many actors like Jack Black, Emma Myers, and Daniel Brooks. Now, if we look at the history, movies made on games earn quite well. Whether we are talking about Super Mario's, then after this, the next movie is Thunderbirds movie, which will be the second movie of MCU this year, and it will be released on 2nd May. Now, if we see this, inside the movie, we will see the team of Thunderbirds, which will basically work on a mission throughout the movie. But the character that will grab everyone's attention in this movie will be Sentry, because Marvel's Superman Sentry is going to debut in MCU with this movie, and that's why action is like Superman. Now, we will get to see the same action in DC in MCU as well. Apart from this, Marvel also says that they have made this movie in a very good way, and along with this, there is something in this movie that fans will love. It will blow your mind, but what all those things are, you will know only after watching the movie. Number 5 is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So the 8th movie of Mission Impossible, named Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, will be released on 23rd May this year. It is going to be released on 22nd November, and the biggest thing being said about this movie is that probably Ethan Hunt will be seen for the last time in this movie. And if this is true, then maybe Tom Cruise is planning to leave Mission Impossible. If we talk about the story and plot of this movie, then again, like all other movies, there will be a lot of fun in this movie as well. That is, jumping, racing of cars, jumping in water, and jumping with a parachute. All these things will happen again in the movie. So that's why, if you are all fans of Tom Cruise and want to know all these things, if you like number 4 Superman, then you will definitely like this movie. So, Superman movie is the first movie of the new DCU, which is going to be released on 11 July 2025. And the biggest highlight of this movie is that the writer of this movie and the director is both James Gunn, and we can easily know how good the movies made by James Gunn are by watching Guardians of the Galaxy. Apart from this, Superman fans are also happy with this movie because of this movie. Inside, the origin of Superman will not be shown like every time, because if seen in true sense, all the fans are fed up of watching the origin of Superman. But the director of the movie, James Gunn, understood this thing, and he decided that in this movie, he will not show the origin of Superman. We will not waste anyone's time by showing the origin of Superman in the movie. Apart from this, Superman's dog will also be seen in the movie. And as far as the cast of the movie is concerned, David Corran is playing Superman in the movie. Rachel Perkin is Nan, and apart from her, Lex Luthor is also played by Nicholas Hoult, who has previously been seen playing the Beast in Fox's XM movies. Number 3 is Fantastic Four for the first steps. So this movie will be the last movie of MCU this year, but if seen according to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so this is the first movie of Fantastic Four inside MCU, which is going to be released on 25th July this year. Now, however, according to this movie, the Fantastic Four scene in it will belong to another universe, i.e. from the alternate universe, and that, in the alternate universe, this family of Fantastic Four will belong to a much earlier timeline than the MCU timeline, i.e. the 1960s and 70s, but in that universe, along with the Fantastic Four, there will also be their own Galactus. There will also be a female character named Silver Surfer. Well, I should say there will be a Silver Surfer. And this is because Marvel has decided that they will show a female variant of Silver Surfer in this movie. But yes, the biggest thing about this movie is that the highlight will be Doctor Doom, because in the post-cutscene of this movie, we will be shown RDJ's Doctor Doom. And one thing I can tell you all with certainty is that RDJ's first entry in the movie will not be normal at all. Number 2. Mortal Kombat 2. So this movie is the second part of Mortal Kombat, which is going to be released on 24 October 2018. This one is called the Mortal Kombat Classics. Wow. Year. However, if seen, these Mortal Kombat movies are also based on games, and all these movies are inspired by those video games. Is being made, and although I have never played Mortal Kombat games, so I don't know much about them, but if we talk about the Mortal Kombat 2 movie releasing this year, then in that movie, actor Johnny Cage is playing the main character, and that is not something I've heard people say a lot about in the recent past few years. He is going to be seen in the cast, i.e. the same Billy Butcher from The Boys, and that is why we can say that this movie will not disappoint at all due to this guy. If we talk about its previous part, i.e. Mortal Kombat 1, then that movie to it had made a very good collection worldwide, and hence it is expected from Mortal Kombat 2 that it can also make a very good collection. Her number 1, Avatar, Fire and Ash. So now let's finally talk about the biggest movie of this whole year, and this movie is the third part of Afda, whose name is Off to Fire and Ash, and it is going to be released at the very end of this year, i.e. on 19th December. Now this movie has also been made by James Cameron, because he is the director of this movie. The director is also a writer, he has also worked in editing this movie, and at the same time, he is also the co-producer of the movie, talking about the story plot of this movie. The director of this movie, James Cameron, has told this thing. It was announced earlier that the way they showed water scenes in Avatar 2, in the same way they will show fire scenes in this movie, i.e. Avatar 3. And this is evident from the name of this movie as well, because the name of this movie is also Avatar Fire and Ash. If we talk about the cast of the movie, then most of the cast is the same as before. These are taken from the movie itself, and if we talk about the earnings of this movie, then this movie is also going to earn a lot of money, like the previous 2 movies. Rest friends, this was the video of the top 10 best Hollywood movies to be released this year. By the way, how did you like this video? You must tell me in the comments, and if you liked the video even a little bit, then definitely like the video. And those who have not subscribed to the channel, all of them should subscribe to the channel quickly and like this channel to see more videos. Do check out our channel as well. I hope you will like all the videos of our channel. So that's all for today's video. Let's end this video here. I will meet you like this. Goodbye till then in some other great video.